Welcome to the part of the season that every fan base except one has to experience every single year. The Avs have officially been eliminated from the Stanley Cup playoffs by the Vegas Golden Knights in Game 6. We will no doubt talk about the game, the series, the playoffs, and the season a bunch, not only tonight, but through the rest of the offseason. Before we get there, personally, I just want to say thank you to everybody. To AJ, to Blaze, to Allie, to Evan, to everybody here at DNVR, to all of the people watching now, to anybody who tuned in for the watch-alongs for any show this year. This has been such a wonderful year for me personally, and I couldn't have done it without everybody here, everybody listening. It's been a hard year for a lot of people.
It's been a really tough year for covering the team. And,
yeah.
I mean, we have dope jobs, right? But
we do.
This has been the most taxing season that we've ever had.
Yeah.
Easily.
All the way through. And everyone has made it one of the best years of my entire life. I wouldn't take back a single second of it. It's been wonderful.
Even knowing how it ends.
Even knowing how it ends. Being right here, right now, today. The people I've met, the friends I've made, everything.
It really is the friends we made along the way.
It really is. I know it's stupid and cliche, but if you asked 18-year-old me that this is what I'd be doing in my adult life, I wouldn't even know what to say. So, thank you so much to everybody, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm so glad y'all are here with us tonight and throughout this season and into the off season where we have a bunch of awesome content to come.
Well, this isn't going to be the pound of flesh.
Nope.
Anger fest. If that's what you're looking for, if all you're looking for is being really, really upset and just punching a wall and you want to scream at something because you're just so pissed off. I totally get it. That's why Twitter exists.
There might be some.
Just look in any of our mentions. Just search Avalanche. Look at the responses to any Avalanche tweet. That's going to be your community tonight. Tonight is going to be a big group hug. For me, it's just going to be a big celebration of what has been a very, very fun season. It was a great hockey team to watch beginning to end. It didn't end the way that we wanted it to. I wanted Vegas all year. I got Vegas, and that's life sometimes.
Yep.
And now I get to know. I get to be the big dummy, and all of the people who are already rolling into my mentions get to tell me what a dumbass I am. And you know what? I'm a dumbass who has the greatest job in the world with the greatest people I could ask for. And I'm going to wake up tomorrow, and I'm going to be as happy as I've ever been as an adult. And that's great. My life is awesome. And I hope the people whose immediate focus goes towards anger and tearing down of everybody else or everything else, I hope that eventually they find the level of peace and happiness in what is supposed to be a fun hobby that it was designed for. Yep. It was also designed for pain. One team out of 31 gets to win it this year. That's 30 fan bases that have to go through this.
Yep.
30 fan bases that don't get to feel good at the end of the season. Or if they do, it's because their goal wasn't the Stanley Cup. It was something else.
Yeah.
Because Colorado's expectations were so high this year, this hurts significantly more than the last two did. Let's be honest, San Jose was a huge bummer.
Yep.
But it was also a huge building block, something that we thought was going to be a step forward. It hasn't worked out that way. That's sports sometimes. Last year was hard to feel much of anything because it was just a
nonsense.
It was there was a global pandemic killing millions of people going on, and we were trying to get up for these games. I mean, you had so much going on, and in the country at the time.
Yep.
I mean, the social unrest. Do we not remember what happened in the middle of those postseasons where all the games were canceled, and we did an entire show about politics?
Yep.
About our personal politics?
DNVR did a politics show. That's where it was at.
I guess last year it was hard for me to be too upset about much of anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This was cup or bust, and
it was bust.
It was bust, and it sucks, dude.
Yep.
It sucks that it went this way.
Well, I just want to say thanks for having me on now. This was awesome. Like last year and the year before, Eric's had to deal with it, and then all my friends who aren't Avalanche fans. So
are they all are they all Wild fans?
Yeah. What do your tweets
all,
look like?
They're a myriad. Okay.
Oh, it's like
Blaze's mentions are going to be a nightmare tonight.
Oh, it's already like starting, in my feed. It's just like whatever. I mean, I put it out there, so like I've got to take it now. Like I put it out there towards them.
Well, and like
that's the fun part.
Well, and that's see, yeah. I don't like this part of it anymore. To me, the losses. I'm wired that way, where the losses are 4,000 times worse than the wins are good.
Yeah.
Wins are just like, cool, on to the next one. Losses are. I don't know.
I mean, I don't mind it. When it's lighthearted, right? When you're jabbing each other, it's when you start getting the people that are taking personal shots or just making bad takes on things that you can't even relate to.
Absolutely. I've never had to compose myself before a podcast before tonight.
Yeah.
We were slow going live because I needed a minute. Like,
dude, I had a minute live on air 1 minute into the show.
Part of that is that I made the ridiculous decision to go downstairs and thank everybody at the bar for coming out every night. It made everything much worse. I was totally okay until I saw other people getting emotional, and then I was like, shit.
Yo, I told you not to start before the show, or I was gonna start.
This is where the empathy is a problem for me, 'cause I soak up all the energy around me. Which is why I'm a super positive person most of the time, is because if I put positivity out, I get positivity back, and that brings me my best life, and the negativity drowns me, and it's just a lot of sadness right now. Yep. And I will say, I thought tonight was a great hockey game. I thought it was a really fun hockey game.
Excellent hockey game.
If Colorado wasn't involved, I would have been all about that.
It would have been a great game.
Game 5 too.
Same way, exactly.
Two really, really fun hockey games. In an otherwise just kind of not fun series.
Game one was a blowout.
Game 1 you didn't even take seriously. You just threw it in the bin. It was like, you loved that it happened. It was a good time. You had fun in the moment. You knew it was nonsense.
Game 2 was not an even game, despite the Avs pulling it out.
Games 2, 3, and 4 were just kind of
3 and 4 were basically beatdowns. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But
tonight was a fun hockey game. They didn't execute.
Yeah.
But they played pretty well. Any of this nonsense about like, Colorado can't hang with these guys, or
they clearly hung with this team.
The one guy who didn't hang at the end of the series, unfortunately, was Philip Grubauer. Got worse as the series went on.
Yep.
The biggest position on your team has to pull it out in this game.
I mean, look, there's 100% a conversation about the poor play of Sam Girard, Patrick Nemeth.
There are legitimate criticisms up and down the line about lots of guys' play.
The thing we've said on this show since I've joined DNVR is there's a reason you pay your goaltender.
Yep.
And that's to stop the pucks
Yep.
that your defense screw up.
Tonight, one team got $7 million goaltending and one team got $3 million goaltending.
Accurate. And that first goal was brutal.
The first goal is inexcusable, man.
Brutal.
It's 100. Like, very rarely can you be like, this goal is all on the goaltender.
And imagine what that did
is
to
solely
the psyche.
on you.
Yeah.
Well, and you get out. You need your big guys to set the tone. All right. What better freaking tone can they
score
set?
Immediately?
Score immediately.
Yeah.
They got out there, and you're like, man, it would be fun if they scored right away. Well, they fucking did. It was the perfect script, and then Philip Grubauer doesn't track a puck going up the wall.
The softest goal of the playoffs.
Yeah, he's looking in the corner as it's like, well, Nick Holden's it's just like skittering on the ice.
Nick Holden,
and he's like,
Holden literally throws a wrist shot that doesn't have enough momentum to get to the goalie in the air. It skips off the ice,
dude.
And Grubauer a clean lane. It's not like there were bodies in front. It was a clean lane all the way to the net.
That's a squirt A shot from the point.
That's seriously a goal that does not get scored in the NHL maybe all year.
No.
Not that way. Like there are things like you'll see it's more excusable for a puck to just bounce off the ice and takes
a wicked bounce. Yeah.
And you're like, oh, Vesa Toskala's 200-foot goal was more challenging than that.
Yeah. That's a 75-foot clear
All you have to do is drop into the butterfly, and that shot has zero chance of going in.
Stick there too. Like, he could have literally tried to one-touch that thing. And he would have been in a better position than he was.
Real quick, we have so many super chats coming in. I just want...
No, it's cool.
They're still coming. I'm still looking for them. But I just want people who are sending super chats to know I see all of them, and we will get to them in a little. So don't think that your super chat isn't being...
ridiculously generous.
Don't think your super chat isn't being seen. We will get to them all.
I just see like a yellow one pop up, and that's how I know that they spent the big bucks.
We have a lot. So
I don't know what the difference is, because...
I know the yellow ones are the big bucks. That's the only thing I've learned. Yeah.
So I'm still looking. I'm still sorting through them. So we'll get to it later. I just wanted people to know.
Yeah. So that was a little bit of a damper, and I think that's the story of this game and a significant part of the series. It's not that the Avs played poorly. Yes, this game was sloppy from both sides, but the Avs, through all three periods, generated consistent quality opportunities on the offensive side of the ice.
I mean, Val Nichushkin.
Yeah.
Val Nichushkin was awesome tonight. Mm-hmm. The guy rocked.
Did everything but finish.
Yeah, everything but finish. And you're like, man, you wish that Val Nichushkin had been there all series.
Yep.
Because Val Nichushkin kicked ass tonight. Couldn't finish, but he never can. It's not,
You live with that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. The Val Nichushkin they got tonight is the one that you are happy giving $2.5 million to. He's like, that guy kicks ass. That's the one that you're like, that's the guy we're protecting in expansion, because we don't want Seattle to get a free what he is. There's not really many like him, so I don't know what to call him, but what he is. A free Val Nichushkin.
I mean, he got blown up in the corner too, and just got right back up and just started going at it again.
He just skated off into the bench and was like, "Somebody, please bring me my helmet when you can, sir." I would say he doesn't speak good enough English to ask for it,
but he does.
But we found out that was nonsense. That tricky dude.
Great story, by the way.
What I can tell you, everybody in Avalanche media rolled their eyes so hard when they were like, he will be speaking through a translator, and then he gets asked one question, and he just starts talking, and we're just like, you can't get away with this next year, buddy. We're back in that room bothering you.
He's got another year on that contract.
That's
now.
right.
Yeah. And
media's coming for you, Nuke.
Back in the room next year, hopefully.
First question.
Dude, first day of training camp, I'm doing it.
You're going right on him.
Nathan McKinnon, Gabe Landon, y'all fools can wait. I'm getting first dibs on Nuke next year. After I talk to Just.
Oh, you got to talk to your boy.
I mean, I missed him this year.
So, the Avs trailed at the end of every period in this hockey game.
It's hard to do, man.
Yep.
In that last goal, the fourth goal.
In the second period, yeah.
That's a dick punch, because you waited 6 games to get Andre Burakovsky doing Andre Burakovsky thing.
And he does the thing.
And he does, and you're tied. And you're like, all right, go into the third period, tie game, anybody can, you're loving life, right? You're feeling good. They're nervous because they're trying to close this out, and you just won't go away. And instead, you get some bullshit off the glass, and Grubauer doesn't read it at all and can't get over there, and Pietrangelo puts it in, and you're just like...
Especially with the time on the clock, too. It's brutal.
Well, and, I mean, it's all the way through, right? You go into the third period, 4-3.
Why is that comment up there?
Yeah, I can't even understand that comment.
They're just
Bye,
sad.
fam.
They were just
miss you later. Look... You go into the third period, 4-3. The Avs generate quality chance after quality chance. Nuke fires 2 pucks right into Marc-Andre Fleury.
Yeah.
They get a grade A one-timer from Confer that he, decides to shoot like a peewee player.
It ended up being a decent scoring chance.
Even as is.
On replay, you watched it, and you're like, actually, that was actually a pretty good scoring chance. Okay,
and
I'm
pucks,
not mad about that.
Pucks don't go in, and then Vegas gets a nonsense goal.
Well, and then they get the goal we really genuinely just have not seen a lot of in the series.
Go in for either team.
Where it's a blocked shot, and it's a bouncing puck, and it literally lands on Will Carrier's stick. And, he does a good job. He fought for position. He got there. You would like for Girard to be a little more competitive there.
Definitely. We'll get to the Girard conversation.
I was going to say, there are a lot of things to say about Sam Girard in this series, and pretty much none of them will be good.
Yep.
But, that's the goal. Most of these goals you look at, and you're like, look, this is a great shot. This is a nice play. They're breaking something down. That's the only one of the goals that I can think of in this series.
That is not...
where you're just like, this is bullshit.
There's not skill or lack of skill on the play.
Right, where you're just like, look, like a blocked shot that's just it's bouncing randomly on the ice, and it lands on his stick.
Yep.
It wasn't like it landed and he made a move toward it. It landed on his stick.
And Girard was fighting with him at the corner, too. It wasn't like he just let him into that space.
Yeah,
right?
It wasn't like he did nothing.
Yeah.
But it was still just like his stick was in the perfect...
The minute he let up, and he put the stick down, and the puck just automatically hits it.
It was just so... Brutal. It was such a... and you're like... All right, well, that's how this is going to end.
Yeah.
All right. I'm making an executive decision, and people can be mad at me, but that's fine. We're going to skip advertisements tonight. And
we can do another show.
Instead, we're giving away 3 DNVR subs memberships thanks to a generous member. These are annual. Awesome. We appreciate all of y'all hanging out with us. So give me...
hold on.
No, you're fine. You got time. Give me a heart in chat, less than 3 emoji.
That's what I'm saying. Don't start that yet.
You're almost there.
Okay. Someone asked how they could do this in the future, give a subscription, so will you explain that at least?
So just DM me.
Yeah, just hit one of us up and say, hey, I want to give these away.
Yep.
And we will help you with that process.
We'll sort it out if you DM us about it. We're giving away 3 in a minute here as Allie is making sure to select all of your super chats really quick.
I just don't want to lose them.
But give me a less than 3, give me a heart, give me something along those lines in chat, and we'll select 3 random winners here in just a second. Look, I think let's take a breath here. Let's back off from the season for a second. This team won a President's Trophy this year. It's not like this team didn't accomplish anything.
And the team that they lost to
was the second place team in the President's Trophy race.
Tied with them.
Yeah.
Like it was
twice.
Right.
It was a tiebreaker that decided it.
Look, this is a cup or bust year. To be honest with you, every single year that Nathan McKinnon is on that current contract is a cup or bust year from here on out.
Yes.
Starting with this year. Because they're too good. They're now too competitive. It's no longer wait for the kids. Kids are here.
Yep.
Now, we can talk about why they didn't play one of those kids. It's all. He's going to be a big part of next season.
Yeah.
We don't have to tonight.
Yeah.
We now
we'll get to it.
Look, we have 6
a month
weeks.
And a half to get the things.
We have 6 weeks to talk about off-season stuff until free agency opens.
Yep.
And I will tell you right now, I don't know how it's going to go, but this is not going to be a passive front office.
They never are.
This is going to be an annoyed front office, and this is going to be one that says, all right, we will continue to be aggressive. That much I can tell you. They are not going to. They have cap issues that they have to take care of, but they are going to work.
Yep.
No doubt about it.
It's going to be an interesting offseason. I don't think this is going to be they brought 3 guys back, and now they're just going to bring a couple that, no. I think that there are going to be certain things that they're looking for.
Specific targets.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That they're going to go out and they're going to go hard to try and add, and they're going to be very targeted ads. I will tell you right now, if he makes it to market, it would not surprise me one bit to see Jamie Alexiak land in Denver. Just saying.
It's out there. Okay.
But there's a lot of stuff that has to happen between now and
then. Yeah. a million things. I think.
Are you good?
Yeah, real quick, there are so many trolls in the chat tonight, so if you guys, I'm having a hard time keeping up with all of them, so if there are a lot of trolls that are being really annoying, tag me or tell me their username, because I'm trying to keep up with them, because we're not trying to have that in this chat tonight. Just Avs fam, have my back with that.
If you're a Vegas fan and the first thing that you do is go to an Avs podcast to talk shit, you're a fucking loser.
That's a sad life.
Like, you need to get with the other Vegas trolls, form a community, and go watch Vegas together and do your own thing. Like, what are you doing on an Avs podcast?
Why would you want to troll the other team
It's a mixture of all NHL fans.
I mean, that's... okay. Well, I can understand why other people would do it because your teams have been irrelevant for weeks. And
yeah, we got a lot of Wild fans in
fresh
here.
meat for the trolls is one thing I understand, but it's the Vegas people specifically where it's like, bro, you're a dork. Like
there are a few Vegas fans in the comments saying like the Avs are legit. This is a hard series.
Those people are
some
welcome
really
all day.
As this game was ending, I told Blaze, I said, I want Vegas to do it.
Yeah.
I want Vegas to win the whole thing now. I think that Vegas is awesome. I thought they were awesome all year. I thought Colorado would get the better of them. I was wrong. And now I have no problem being like, go Vegas.
Yep.
It sucks to root for anything that Ryan Reeves touches. That feels dirty. But, I don't know that there is a team. Like, go do it. I say that as an Islanders fan who has already accepted the fate that they're not getting by Tampa Bay again. I will watch those games. I will cheer for the Islanders.
And you will accept existence.
I know what's coming.
Since I was 5 years old, my family has always said the team that eliminates your hockey team is the team that you then root for the rest of the thing.
Second place,
I usually don't feel that way.
Second place.
I tend to adopt a lot of teams for a lot of reasons.
Sure.
And like, if Tampa Bay repeats, awesome.
Yeah.
I'm all for that. They're awesome.
Yeah.
Now they have a little bit of hockey god smiting that should happen to them this year.
Given
with some of their shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
But at the same
issues, whatever you want to call it.
At the same time, like they one-upped everybody. You were smarter than everybody else.
They gamed the system.
They had a one-time opportunity to be smarter than everybody else, and they didn't.
Yep.
All right? It's a huge middle finger to everybody else in the league, but that's because everybody else in the league was mad they couldn't take advantage of the same loophole.
All right. Before it runs out, let's get 3 winners here. Yeah.
Okay.
Allie, super producer, random selection.
Spin the wheel.
Alex Bruce, congratulations. You've won yourself an annual membership to DNVR. You can either DM me on Twitter, Nathan_Rudolph, or hit me up on Discord if you're part of the DNVR Lounge. Either way, hit me up. We'll get you all set up with your annual membership. Next.
Oh, too far.
You went a little too far, I think.
Oh, my God. It's making me sick.
Sorry.
Shaman64. Congratulations.
Is that shaman or shaman?
Shaman. It could be shaman. Yeah. I just went with shaman because that's my background.
I like the 64 because it makes me think of the
N64 for sure.
And I'm like, those were the good old days.
They were. Congratulations on your DNVR membership. Again, DM Nathan_Rudolph on Twitter to get all hooked up. Next and last.
That was a paragraph, not a heart.
Yeah, there's a lot of paragraphs. I'm trying to go back to the hearts.
Scrolling. Pick a winner.
Pick Brooks.
No.
She's being picky. She's being
no,
picky,
I'm not.
chat.
I'm just
She's being picky.
And trying to find.
I don't know.
Avs fan. What a name. Congratulations.
No hiding behind that one.
You've won a DNVR Avalanche membership for 1 year.
I like the rainbow hearts too.
It is pretty money. That is a pretty money one right there. Congrats to all 3 winners. Again, hit Nathan_Rudolph on Twitter with a DM. Get you all hooked up with your annual membership. Congratulations. Second period of the DNVR Avalanche podcast. Let's talk about... Oh, no. Yeah, let's get some Super Chats first.
Like
sorry. Definitely do some Super Chats first.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Might be the whole second period.
Yeah,
this is...
Second period is Super Chat period.
All right. Let's start off with this one. They're all pretty long.
Disappointing. See you guys next season. Still proud of this team. You guys think this team will look... I think this team will be better next season.
Yeah, we have a lot of that to give.
That's at least like a whole week of off-season.
Are they going to look different?
Yeah,
absolutely.
There will definitely be changes.
Significantly, probably not. Yeah.
Your top line is going to probably very, very likely going to stay the same. Kadri, Burakovsky, probably not going anywhere. Nichushkin to Jost. A lot of these guys probably not going anywhere. Your defense is going to be almost entirely the same.
Yep.
Talk someone about like Jost, right? Like, again, I don't want to talk too much about this, but
Jost
played his way into making sure that he was going to be part
How
of the
do you not
Avalanche
protect that guy?
Yeah, well, in my opinion, a multi-year deal.
Yeah.
I would give him. You definitely don't want to go 1 year at a time with him right now.
Yeah. I loved what he turned himself into.
Same.
We got Casey here saying DNVR is already becoming a landmark for Colorado sports fans away from Colorado to visit while visiting Denver.
It is.
Love to see it.
We love when the out of town people let us know that you guys are here.
Yeah. Always hit us up and say something because we're happy to say hi if y'all are in town. It's awesome. Obviously, everyone who tuned into the watch-alongs, y'all are awesome. That was so fun. I'm almost mad at myself that we waited so long to start doing them.
Yeah, we had Tiffany asking if we could do more of those next.
We already have one planned for the expansion draft. So
I'm actually super excited for that because I think that's going to be a really
There's some awesome conversations that are going to go down.
That's going to be a fun night, and it's going to matter for the Avs. The expansion draft last time was kind of like, oh, they took Pickard? Okay.
Cool. Moving on with life. Love you guys. Avs will be back. Go Nuggets. Yeah, tomorrow night. Yep. The last bastion of playoff hope in Colorado.
All right.
Sasha, welp, I really am at a lose for words, so I'll just say much love to you, AJ Rudo, Blaze, Evan, the MF Couch, Ali, RK, and the rest of the DNVR fam in chat. Thanks for all your hard work. Love you, Sasha. You're one of our dudes for real.
Absolutely.
Rachel says, frankly, this year has been so hard. It's been great to have this group. What? As a brief distraction from reality, thank you all so much. Much love from the high country. Scorched, but still here. Thank you so much, Rachel.
$100 super chat here.
Wow. Incredibly generous from Tyler here. Living in Oklahoma, I rely on you guys for my Avs coverage. And you're the absolute best with you since day one with BSN. That's way back and will be till the end. Thanks for conversing with me on Twitter and for everything you guys do every year. Thank you so much.
He's super cool because I was a dick to him on Twitter. I legitimately regretted it all season. I've thought about it, and I didn't. Sorry, man. I was a dick about Connor Timmins.
You said it. That's what Twitter's for.
So yeah, well, I try really, really hard not to feed into that negativity. Like, I will not be opening Twitter for the next 2 days.
Definitely don't. Unless you just want a DNVR membership, don't hit me up on Twitter for the weekend.
If you have something nice to say, I'll see it.
Yeah.
If you have something not nice to say, I will also see it.
That's a quick way to the mute button.
But yeah, it's one of those character revealing moments.
Yeah.
Zach O'Donnell, stop trolling in the comments, please. I don't want to put you in timeout. Moving on.
Yo, if y'all made Allie go mom mode, that's on you. You get what you deserve.
All right.
Our boy Michael, huge love to AJ, Rudo, Blaze, Allie, Kale, everyone involved. You guys are so genuine and amazing. Thank you for much more than your coverage. Thank you all for being such amazing people. Love you, Cygnus. Can't wait for 9.1, my guy.
Oh, my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
I can commit to healing.
Oh, shit. That's true. I didn't even think about that.
Finally going to live my best video game life.
That's what someone said. He was
Mass
like, hey, I know this
Monday.
sucks, but video games.
AJ's going to, come out of a Mass Effect hole 2 weeks from now.
Okay. I'm trying to keep an eye on chat because I'm seeing some troll. I'm on another screen, so just tag at DNVR.
Be the bigger man chat. This is the Twitch chat at this point. Y'all know how to ignore those people.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. William here. A big thank you back to you guys and the whole DNVR team, making the wins more fun and the losses suck just a little less. Much love from Kitchener. Landy's
junior team right there.
Yeah, where Jamal Murray grew up.
Yep. Same. True.
All right.
I always wanted to know if they ever crossed paths when Landy was there.
You do wonder, right?
I always wanted to know, and the Nuggets guys won't ever ask him. They won't ever ask him for me.
They did that commercial together.
No, that was with Gary. Yeah,
that's right.
It was Gary Harris.
It was Gary Harris. Yep, got that one wrong.
P.S. Let's not do that again.
Yeah, that was awkward.
Finally found something Landy's not great at.
Oh. Someone said, are you also doing a watch-along for the NHL draft? We have a huge NHL draft show.
We'll have
for
a whole
new
live show.
We're going to be doing something for the NHL draft.
I will be doing a live show. Who's with me and what ends up?
I'll be here. We'll be doing something, but there's there's a decent chance that they've got first, third, and seventh round picks. There's a decent chance those picks are gone before draft time.
Right. Yeah. If they're gone, it's a different conversation. I have no doubt there will be something for the first round.
Yeah.
But
day two definitely will not be like last year.
No, it will not. Let's go, Avs. Thank you guys so much for everything you've done for us fans, especially this year. Rudo's right. I wouldn't trade this for anything other than a cup. I love this team, and I love this group of fans. Yeah,
There are definitely some of you I would trade for a conference final.
I said my piece, but yeah, y'all have made this so incredible.
Dude, don't get me going down that road again.
Okay, next one. Matthew here saying, watching with you guys helped me get through this awful year, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. Much love to you all.
Thank you so much, Matthew.
You guys have been just as therapeutic for us.
Straight up.
Genuinely.
We get to go and yell into the internet void every day, and y'all yell back at us.
Yeah.
So.
And you guys are like, great yelling.
Yeah.
Or you're an idiot. And it's like, okay.
JT, I'm disappointed, but glad you guys are here. They deserved better, but it's not happening. Still got a ton look forward to.
You know, I will appreciate. I appreciate the message, but they got what they deserve.
Yeah, I agree.
This is not the year where I feel jilted. I feel like they just got beat.
This series went the way that if you look at the games reasonably, you're okay with this.
Like, look, they just got beat.
So many.
Yep.
Last year, you felt like Dallas. You remember Dallas getting their game 2, they're up 2. The Colorado's up 2-0. Corey Perry slashes Pavel Francouz's hand, and it sparks a melee in front of the net, which turns into a bullshit Dallas power play, which they score on, and it turns the whole game around.
And it tumbles downhill from there.
And you just feel like shit the whole time watching it unfold. For me, did not happen in this series.
Agree.
What happened is a team got outplayed.
Yeah.
And that is an outcome that I will forever be accepting of. You just got beat.
Not only did they get outplayed, every game but game 4 was either the Avs dominating game 1, and then even when they were playing poorly, were competitive.
Yeah. No, game 3 is the one I really had the problem with. They didn't show up. They didn't. Game 4 is a team that plays poorly, but doesn't lack effort. Game 3 is the one where they never got off the bus.
I don't disagree, but
semantics. I feel differently.
The magic of hockey is they didn't get off the bus and they were still in that game with 5 minutes to play.
They were still in that game, bro. They had the fucking lead.
Yeah, I know. All right,
game 5 is the heartbreaking game.
We're way behind. We need to go
sorry.
Rapid fire
just
mode.
A quick check for
rapid
you guys
fire
to
mode
see.
through these next ones.
We have all of these.
You guys are insane.
And there are more coming, so...
Sorry.
We're trying, chat. We're trying. Rapid fire a couple here.
Okay.
Just don't let me talk. Just beat my mic.
Tough way to end the season with the expectations, but overall hell of a season going through the crazy season. Thank you, DNVR. Tons of optimism for next year, which is awesome.
Okay.
Wake me up when September ends. All right, the Green Day reference.
Okay.
Appreciate it, Kyle. Much love.
You do have to read it, not super fast read it.
No, I read it.
Okay, why does hockey hurt me so?
Eddie, you bailed before I could say bye, bud.
Bruh. Why aren't you up here watching this live with the gang?
Eddie.
Yeah.
All right.
Eddie, because you're emotionally invested in it. That's why it hurts.
Bradman said, grew up in Buffalo as a Quebec fan, stayed with the team when they moved to Denver and traded for my fave player, Wah. So thankful after 33 years, I finally found a support group. Love you guys.
I think that's our best.
Alcoholics Anonymous a little bit going on here.
I truly feel like we're more like a community support group.
Yeah.
Our detractors will call us a cult. All of that sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Keep it rolling.
Sorry, I'm trying to see the other ones that are passing by.
No, this is it. This is the vibe sesh we wanted tonight. Let's be real. Was planning a hypothetical Denver trip from Massachusetts if Avs won Cup. Still may do it just to visit the DNVR.
Yes.
Good luck to the Nuggets at least until next season.
Opening night sounds like you should be here.
Straight up.
Oh, it'd be super
when October
fun.
rolls around. Either way, again, just to reiterate, if any of y'all out-of-staters are coming in, please DM us. Let us know you're coming by. Happy to drink a beer with you.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Danny here saying, love you guys. Thank you for all you do.
Much love, Danny.
We've got, y'all were always here through all the chaos. We appreciate you guys more than words describe. This isn't the ending we wanted, but we'll be back, and we know you'll be here with us. Thanks, guys. Much love from Breckton.
Not going anywhere,
Always
bud.
here. Fight. No Avs game doesn't change.
I was a dick to Breckton once, too. to Breckton once, too.
That's just the Twitter
He
vibes.
DM'd me and was like, why are you a dick, dude? And I was like, yeah, you're right. I was a dick. And we've been cool ever since.
Look, no
He's
Avs
awesome.
games
He's
doesn't
awesome.
change anything, chat.
Okay.
We might take a little time off here. We'll see, but generally speaking, off-season 5 days a week. We'll be there. We got you.
Zeke here saying, AJ just wanted to say that this has been one hell of a
one of my
ride. I fell in love with the Avs at the lowest of lows because of you and DNVR. It's such a pleasure experiencing this with the DNVR fam.
Yeah,
I got your DM tonight, bud. I saw it.
I started being an Avs YouTuber February of 2017.
Huh.
I had nowhere to go but up.
It feels so recent.
I know. Josh.
I started getting into the day-to-day of it. I don't know the exact date, but it was in 2009.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was just like, oh.
I'd probably been in the day-to-day since around 2012, probably. Yeah.
Okay, Josh here saying, love all of you guys. Thanks
Allie's
for
like,
the great season. We people just keep sending more and more. Chris here saying, thank you, AJ, Rudo, Blaze, and Evan for everything this season.
Thank you,
Bless
Chris.
you all.
Yeah.
Lifelong here, CeeLo. 290 saying, lifelong Colorado sports fan, newish diehard Avs fan. Hope to see more of your content moving forward and learn more. Appreciate the work you do. Avs will win a cup eventually. Believe that. Thanks, buds.
Eventually.
Fully confident that it happens someday.
Eventually is true. It'll happen eventually.
We have a super sticker.
Oh, God.
Lemon character jumping in excitement with his heart beating out of his chest.
There we go.
Every super chat is now going to be read like that.
No. This is something
super stickers only.
I demanded
Super
from
stickers,
him on
that's
the
what I
watch along last game is that he has to do a dramatic reading of all stickers.
Yes, I love it. We're keeping that as we move forward. As Jordan here saying, as painful as it is, this joy outweighs the pain over the year. Thanks to DNVR and the community for making the wins more fun and the losses more tolerable. All right, we've got Craven here asking, how does this series go if they try to sneak Kadri into Nemeth's jersey? Worth a shot, right?
I'm not sure Kadri can skate backwards.
Yeah, what a nightmare defensively that would have been.
And the way Kadri played with the puck the last 3 weeks. I don't know how good or bad that would have been. It's a real damn shame we didn't get to see the redemption arc.
It is. Yeah. It is truly.
Stop doing dumb shit, Naz.
Okay, Sasha here saying DNVR for life. Y'all make this all so amazing. I do not know your username.
The Pointster.
This team has all the talent. They obviously have to go out and do it, but future is bright. Can't wait to listen to every pod this summer. Hashtag Avs forever.
Hell yeah.
We got someone here saying, disappointing. See you guys next season. Still proud of your team. Oh, we already read this one.
Yeah, I think we got that one somehow.
How did you pop back up? Randy here saying, soon I will own every DNVR shirt, so keep making more. Love the team, love the pods, and everything all you do. Thanks for the incredible season.
Don't ask us to make shirts right now because I'll just write deep sadness on the shirt and that'll be a thing. But
Tanner here saying, Avs fan in Alberta since 1996. Thanks for everything this year, guys. Great to be able to follow along with other diehard Avs fans. I'm heartbroken, but we'll get them next year. Take care.
Thank you very much.
Heartbroken together is the way to go.
We mend as one instead of ascend as one.
Mend as one. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
W Football King 4 said, love you guys. This was my first season watching you guys, and I'm so excited I found you.
Welcome to the show.
Jacob said, sad way to end the season. I'm going to drown my sorrows in some Smith songs, but I absolutely loved hanging with you guys all season. Can't wait for more.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you know that, you guys have seen The Wedding Singer?
Yep.
You know when
okay.
Unbelievable.
I'm not a cultured human.
You know when Adam Sandler spends the beginning of that movie just laying around in bed?
Yeah, because of his girlfriend.
Yeah, because she bails on him, and he's just like jamming to like ultra sad music.
Yeah,
it's me on Saturday.
All right.
Okay.
Chat, do you just want reading super chats to be like the rest of the show? Because that's the rate we're going at right now.
Oh, we just keep getting more and more. All right. Thanks for everything from Joey. 9.1 healing in what game?
Wow, baby.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Joey. Much appreciated.
Put my healer pants on.
Oh, boy.
To all the bandwagoners, I'll see you next playoffs. All the snowbirds, see you next winter. And to all the diehards, see you next week. From
That
Chalky
needs to be a fucking shirt.
Is that
Tattoo that on my goddamn face.
Yeah. Hang on. Is that CC Hockley?
Yeah.
Or just weirdly close to CC Hockley?
I don't know.
Yeah, just see.
Because that's my dude. He'd been covering the ECHL Eagles since back in the day.
From
He'd been
way back
around.
then.
Yeah.
Jacob said 100% a Colt, and from Bakersfield someday I'll visit.
Perfect.
Okay.
That's not too far. Welcome to the Colt.
Chris said, being an out-of-town fan, you guys make it easy to be involved in the community. Thanks for a great season. Love y'all. Go Avs.
Thank you for being a part of it, Chris.
Over.
Okay, we got Spencer. Love you and see you for expansion draft live in the bar, plus regular draft in 6 weeks. Face reveal from me, plus so excited to be in and check out Denver outside of DIA for whole days. Gave us the week that he is visiting.
It's going to be a good week.
Okay, now we've got, I don't know your username. I've had a blast with y'all. Loved learning the game of hockey the past several seasons. Thank you, DNVR fam. Y'all have welcomed me with open arms. Love you. How do you say their username? Priest. 723. Thank you.
Either way, extremely generous.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name.
Jacob said this one's for Allie, you to MVP. Love you, fam. Love you. Thank you.
We were talking about the MVP of DNVR as a company earlier tonight,
and I was like, it's definitely not me.
Well, and I was strongly considering voting for Allie.
It's a good vote.
I was strongly considering it.
Yeah, with all the shit she has to put
definitely a good vote.
Yeah, between like all of the just work that has to get done, and then all of the helicopter parenting that needs to happen, because our own parents clearly failed all of us.
All right. Chris here saying super frustrated to watch the boys not play to their potential. Thank you, DNVR crew, for what you've done this season. Looking forward to next year.
Did they not play to their potential, or did the other team play to theirs and they were just that much better?
I think you said
just
it well.
A little bit
they
better.
Clearly didn't play to their potential in Game 3.
Yeah.
I think to a lesser extent in Game 4.
Well, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Again, they showed up, but they played poorly, right?
Exactly.
I think they took a breath when they shouldn't have.
They left it all on the table in Game 5 and 6.
Yeah.
There's
the way they closed it out, you definitely feel like,
yeah,
if that had been Games 3 and 4, where does this?
You'd feel a lot better about the series at 2 and 2.
Where does it go?
In overtime, in the 5th game, if Comfort scores that goal, this is a
there's
totally different series.
300 spots you could look at and say, if the Avs were 6 inches better.
Burakovsky scores on the one-timer 3 minutes into the second period of Game 2, and they bury them and don't ever have.
Yep.
Never look back.
They never find their game in Game 2.
Just full throttle the whole way through. Yep.
We could do this all day.
Oh, I know.
We could do it all day.
Okay, we've got Gabriel Landskog saying,
Gabriel Landeskog
saying, I don't comment or say much, but I listen to you guys every morning, and I'm so glad that I have DNVR to support me in my love of all sports. Thank you guys for everything. The window is just opening.
I'm gonna cry again.
Someone said, if you guys get emotional, so will I. Which feel that
too late,
100%.
dude. Did you watch the first 3 minutes of the show?
Casey here said, I found DNVR before the start of the season. Let's just say I haven't had more fun with an Av season than with this season. Appreciate everything you guys do.
Thank you so much.
If it helps anybody else, this has also been my favorite season.
Yeah, this an unbelievable blast this year was amazing, honestly.
Colin said, you guys really helped me so much through anxiety, depression. You three have helped me so much. Thank you.
I mean, I don't even know what to say to you, man. Like,
we're always here.
I didn't start my venture in covering the Avalanche with the hopes of helping people. I just did it because I wanted to, and the fact that it helps anyone is so much more than I ever could have asked for.
It's really a tacked on bonus to let us know that it really is. It's a community that we can be proud of.
Right.
Yep.
Because it's a community that cares about each other.
Amen.
It's one that's uplifting.
100%.
And not about, it's a sport. We've built a cool community about raising up all of the good stuff, and not like we're critical of things when they need to be critical of, but it's not about tearing it down for the sake of tearing it down.
Okay.
Well said.
Brendan said, DNVR has made watching Avs games so much more enjoyable to me. It is my first year watching Avs hockey, and oh boy, it was extremely fun. I love this team, and too bad it ended the way it did. Love DNVR.
Look, if this is year one, just prepare yourself for a lot more heartbreak, friend. This is happening.
Only sadness ahead.
That's every year in hockey, right?
There's
Except
a lot of
for every now
sadness
and then.
along the way,
This year-
but when they do get across the finish line, when they do climb the mountain,
yeah.
I guarantee you it will be a day you remember for the rest of your life.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's only 30 teams are sad this year. Next year it's 31.
Yeah.
Yep.
It just gets harder.
Yep.
Okay.
Good.
Just a few more.
We're almost there.
All right. Drew said, do we need more size on the blue line?
Nope.
The league is shifting, but doesn't.
Nope.
Okay.
So I will
Thanks.
say it's funny that you say the league is shifting because the league is shifting to what
To
Colorado
smaller,
is doing.
to smaller defensemen in general.
Look at just the best example of this is the NHL draft because that's where the teams are investing their highest priority of scouting and drafting. And you look at it, and it was like multiple years now we have seen guys who are sub 6 foot go in the first round who play defense. The league is not shifting away from what Colorado's doing.
They're shifting to it. Yeah.
To it. Exactly. Which is why them getting a bigger guy who could still fly like Justin Barron last year was such a funny thing. Because it was like, all right, we've done what we need to do here. Let's move away.
What if we just get the best of both worlds?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's more of the speed and skill on the blue line now, right? Like, size doesn't really matter because, like you saw, where foot speed was a huge issue this year for a certain few players on the defensive blue line.
Literally in my review of Game 5, I'm like breaking down Ryan Graves' mistake in overtime of Game 5. Mm-hmm. I'm like, the NHL is a league where you can't just turn your brain off and throw pucks blindly anymore.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's something that you need players that are capable of understanding when and where to put the puck.
Guys, real quick, I have someone saying I miss Brad. Read Brad's. They all go in different orders when I put them in the favorites. I am nowhere near done with these. I will promise you I will get
you guys have to see it from our perspective.
Like, they go in so many different orders. So you might see someone who sent it before you, but they just get mixed up on this like other tab that I have. I promise you I'm not missing yours. Just wait till the end, and then if you haven't heard yours, then call me out on it.
Then get mad at us.
But I say we're still not near the end at all. We'll go to yours, Brad. Thank you guys. It was truly amazing season. Wouldn't want this any other way with the best guys in the biz covering my favorite team. Love you all.
Brad, someday you're going to make it to Denver, and it's going to be dope.
Yeah,
we're
going to
be
awesome.
Woken Click, $50 super chat.
Very
Thank
generous.
you so much. This season has been amazing, and a lot of that is directly due to being able to enjoy it with you all. Thanks. Go Avs.
I don't know how many different ways I can come up with saying samesies. Yeah. But samesies.
We have Travis here saying this one hurts. Agreed.
It does, man.
I said the same thing. Look, pro sports are kind of a sadness machine.
Oh, it's Stockholm Syndrome.
You know what you signed up for to a certain extent.
You've been kidnapped by this stupid sports club that you have no choice but to care way too much about. Yeah. And they make you unhappy 99% of the time.
Yep.
But you love them more for that. It's Stockholm Syndrome.
It's
the stupidest thing we have ever done as humans. And for me, it's the greatest part of my life. It's
amen.
But it's great though too. I mean, it's a distraction. From your life, right?
It is my life. It's the great joy.
Yeah.
There's nothing that beats. For me, there's nothing like the world of sports, and all of its stupid nonsense.
Yeah.
All of the bad parts about it. I don't know. Anyway,
Allie's mad about something.
We really
over
have
there.
to. I have to stop. We have to stop talking.
Every single one.
We have to stop appreciating the super chats. They're way too many.
You guys are too good at this.
To everyone talking about talk about that, tell them to talk about this. They will as soon as we get through these super chats.
Yeah.
I promise
Stop
you.
giving us money.
Sorry.
I will tell them what Max said. Just that's a little teaser for them. Okay, Pete said, thanks for all the work you guys do. Look forward to seeing your coverage of the rest of the playoffs. Is hoping for more Avs hockey, but keep it up, AJ Rudo and Blaze. Mike said, have some drinks with me while I literally sit here with some tears.
We'll be down as soon as the show's over.
Yeah,
I'll have a beer with you. Yeah.
Super chats, and we're never going to get
You're making it longer.
Okay, born in 96, lifelong Avs fan. Hopefully get to remember in the next set of Glory Days. Go Avs,
This
go.
is only the beginning of round 2 of Glory.
McKinnon's golf partner's a little too on the nose.
Yeesh.
Keegan said, only reason I'm not more sad is because we don't lose you guys till the fall as well. This team will win a cup again, and I can't wait to celebrate with all of you. Thanks for everything you guys do.
Yep.
Okay, Houston said, I've been an Avs fan for a few years, but I decided to get into it more this year. Searched Avalanche Podcast and found you guys. Thanks, guys.
That's awesome.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Algorithm is
We're doing something right, I guess.
Sasha said, please read Brad's, which we did. Then, we already read that one. Okay. Between Colorado and Toronto, which team had the more disappointing choke
Toronto.
this season?
Oh,
100%
my God.
Toronto.
Well, let's see. One of them blew a 3-1 series lead against the worst team in the regular season to make the postseason, and the other one did it for the team that tied for the President's Trophy.
Yeah.
So, like, a 3-1, 2-0 versus the caliber of teams, and I guess we'll see when the... I'll tell you what. The answer to this question is...
In the next round.
In the next round. If Vegas wins, then the choke was worse from Toronto. If Montreal wins, then Colorado's choke was worse. Okay. I don't.
Not
this. Sold. Not sold.
Let them look. The transitive property dominates these discussions. Let it just ride, baby.
Toronto. How many?
Come on, I want to.
It's
drink.
not DNVR After Dark, but Toronto would do dirty things to make it to the second round at this point. Come on.
Okay.
What good does making the second round do if you don't ever make the third?
I hear you, but for Toronto, that city would die happy if they made the second round.
Okay, anime. No. We want to get to that one in a second. Because that has to do with what everyone wants to talk about right now. Okay, chiming in from Chicago, from Sam. Love tuning in after every game, and there's nothing better than flipping over to the post-game pod after these games. Thanks for giving us all a place to gather during good and bad. Much love.
Awesome.
$100 in Canadian money.
Sam, are you about to sell us insurance?
That guy was dapper. What are you talking about?
Dude, he was legit. I need to take my profile pictures more seriously.
Okay, thanks for making the season great for away fans. A long-time sufferer in Ottawa. DNVR has been
Ottawa?
Such a fantastic development. Cheers to the next year.
That's one of the cities we never hear that we have listeners.
Right,
That's amazing.
That's only like $60 American, but still incredibly generous.
Illinois Avs. Okay, Rudo.
Oh, wow.
All right, Illinois Avs fans. So y'all were my post-game show all year. You are all amazing and can't wait for your postseason content, even if it does come too soon.
Thank you.
Can't promise on when that's going to start or what that's going to look like.
Yeah.
Riley here saying, been a fan since the BSN days. I love you guys and can't wait for what's next for the Avs. Hope to make it to the DNVR bar next season.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, no.
You lost it, Allie.
This is the last one for now.
Stop paying us.
Or second to last one. We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Can
I $5 to say that? That's awesome.
Can I just say, Toyota has been sending me my make and model of my car has been on like an airbag recall.
Oh my god!
I have gotten 400 notices. I did it 5 years ago, guys. I took it in and got the new bag 5 years ago. I got mail about it again today.
Okay.
Stop,
That's
Toyota.
amazing,
Please
by the
leave
way.
me alone.
Amazing.
Please.
All right.
Oh, God. Okay.
So what happened in this McKinnon presser?
So,
Yeah.
Anime as leader said, you are all the best. Thanks for all the work you do. I appreciate it a massive amount. Also, the questions in that Mac presser were LOL.
The only part I
I
saw
haven't
was
seen
Max said he's been in the league 9 years and he hasn't won shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was asked... he was asked, what's next? And Mac responded very angrily, like, what's next? We've been saying what's next for so long, and I've been in the league for 9 years. And then there was a reporter who asked some
You got
questions. I'm not
skipped,
sure if it was
Caleb.
that
we
one.
love you, bud. I don't know why you got skipped, but we love you.
I get skipped. Bummer. What? God. Okay, I
Blame
will find
Allie.
yours.
It's Allie's fault. MVP taken away.
I will find it. But mainly... just everyone is saying, "Oh, Dater, no." That's all I know.
I don't.
Do you know it? Do you know?
Do we know what happened?
That's okay.
What did he ask him?
Here.
Dater, if you're watching this, sorry. He basically said, like, do you think you guys are, like, thinking too much, and next year you just need to say F it, and, like, just go out there and not think, and just go win this thing? And, like, it was, like, this really long, drawn-out, and Nate just goes, no. And they just moved on, but it was, like, yeah, it was It was cringy. It was cringy. Very cringy.
Well, okay, I will tell you, there's backstory here because Dater is of the belief that Colorado gets 2 in their heads when they're considered favorites and that they need to be underdogs only in order for them to have any success whatsoever. I'm just telling you that's where that's coming from.
Yeah.
That is a thing that I guarantee you, if you go and you check out his coverage of it, it will be in there somewhere tonight.
Then this wasn't a good year for the Avalanche.
They're not about to be
As far as the
underdogs
psyche.
anytime soon, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't personally have a feeling about something like that.
Me
It's
either.
really difficult to have like the kind of feeling about the team that we've had in previous years because we're not in the room. We're not having daily conversations
found
with
it.
the players. That's how you learn about stuff
Sorry,
like that.
Caleb.
That's where you get to that kind of stuff is when you're talking to these guys every day. And without having that one, only having very impersonal Zoom calls, you don't really get the same read. But
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, that's where that background. That's the background to that question.
For sure. Handful of super chats we missed here.
Yeah,
Allie's on the trail.
It was during when we were reading the others, and then people were also getting banned, so there was a lot going on. I'm really sorry.
Getting banned.
I had super chats good. Also, I had to ban people.
That's funny.
There was a lot going on at that moment. Okay, I think this was just the only chunk that I missed. Okay, let's get to these. Caleb, I'm sorry.
I think when the league goes back to normal and not still
dude.
playing COVID hockey, the Avs will be fine. Just beat up a bit and they'll be
Beef
fine.
up a bit.
I am so
Beef up.
excited for an 82 game season to come back.
Yeah.
Against teams.
Not
I
the same
actually-
17.
I would have loved a 56 game schedule to stick around. Because I
But just
don't
against everybody.
I don't think we need the last 20 some odd games, but against all the other teams,
Yeah.
and they're going to be back in a really competitive Central Division, which I think is going to serve them really well emotionally. Because a lot of times they could go brain dead this year and still beat up on really bad
They
teams.
don't get 10-game freebie stretches.
Yeah, well, and then like it would be like, oh, we got to get really up for a Vegas game, right? Or really up for Minnesota or something. And then it was just, it was.
It's
I
not
didn't
reality. Yeah.
I think in terms of like you want to harden a team a little bit, you want to prepare them a little more. The increased competition of next year's Central Division should serve them better than the West Division. I don't know. I don't think that's a super. I don't think that it's a super big deal in why they lost this year, but I do think it will. Look, you're trying to find anything, right? You're trying to draw any advantage you can get.
Yep.
I don't think it's going to serve Vegas well next year to be back in that division with a bunch of cakewalks. Look, they have freebies in the postseason, but we saw what a freebie could do for the Avs. And the Avs won in 4 games and sat around for a week.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
Everyone saying go to Evan's Twitter to hear the full quote. He quote tweeted Michael Spencer.
I hope you can hear this chat.
So,
I hope we can hear it.
It's in the hangout.
Okay, I already have one pulled up, right? Thank you. Okay, hold on.
So we talked about.
Okay, chat can hear this. Can you guys hear this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you just muted it.
Well, sorry.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's always next year. It's all we talked about. I feel like, I mean, I'm going to my 9th year next year, and everyone should. So I'm just definitely motivated, and just it just sucks, losing 4 in a row to a team. And I felt like last year was our first real chance to win, and this year I thought we were the best team in the league. For whatever reason, we just couldn't get it together. And I'm sure in training camp next year we'll figure it out and dissect things and come back better.
We'll take 2 more here for Nate.
Yeah.
I mean, this feels like a pretty standard exit interview there.
Okay.
The Avs clearly believed that they were capable of it, and it didn't happen.
Yep.
Because that's sports.
Okay, Chris here said, being an out-of-town fan, you guys make it easy to be involved in the community. Thanks for a great season. Love you all. Lucas said, I think we're all forgetting the choke job Edmonton pulled this year. McDavid has a 100-point season, and they get swept.
I don't care.
That, yeah.
Trying to
that was not a team. That was 1.5 superhuman players.
They lost 3 overtime games.
Right.
You lost coin flips.
Yep.
That's...
Context matters.
Do you guys want to hear the other quote? People were saying that other one. Okay. Dylan here saying off-season acquisitions have been great in the playoffs 2 years in a row. Shame it hasn't quite led to the level of team success we all wanted.
Saad was insanely good for this team.
Yep, Saad was
one of the best players in the second rounds for sure.
I mean, Devon Taves is beginning to end of the season. There was no doubt about the value of Devon Taves. And Devon Taves scored the first goal tonight.
Yeah, exactly right.
Doing what he does, jumping into the play.
Yeah.
His play was a little up and down in the series, but again, there isn't a single Avs player where you can't make that argument.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So, is this guy mad that people are super chatting off?
I guess so. Randy wants you to know, Rudo, that $100 Canadian dollars is $82.73.
Oh, thank you for the exact amount.
So
it's incredibly generous either way.
Yeah,
I said
it doesn't take away from that.
You're still insane for giving us that amount of money. What?
Why you gotta be like that, you dick?
Someone put it in there. I'm a Rudo. R-U-D-E-O.
I can't hear what you're listening to.
Sorry.
If you call me a bitch, then yes, I'm going to put you and block you.
That's just get banned.
Yeah, you don't you don't get to attack anybody on our show. You don't get to attack other people in our chat.
Yep.
The only people that we get to attack is when I call you guys losers for being losers. Because you can't fucking ban me.
Okay. You guys can talk about whatever now.
I don't know. I mean, we talked about the game, I think, in broad strokes. There was no lack of effort from Colorado. There was no quit. None of that.
They didn't finish.
Yeah, they didn't finish.
They didn't finish. The other team did.
Yep.
You got, this is the first time that they really just got beat.
Yep.
They weren't good enough against San Jose, in my opinion. They just weren't good enough to beat that team.
Sure.
Last year's
fifth string goaltenders,
and you remember Game 7. There's no Landeskog, and there's no insert. I think it was 7 regulars out of the lineup.
That version of the Avs maybe wasn't good enough to beat that team.
Yeah,
sure.
And even had they won that game, they were not getting past Vegas of last year.
The other
compromised version.
The other thing that you're seeing here too is if you remember back in the day from '96 to 2001, there was exits in the playoffs that weren't Stanley Cups, right? And you start to see the same teams making it to certain rounds in the playoff.
Yeah.
And I think this is one of the teams where the Avs are going to see them again in the playoffs.
Well, and right now, because we're going back to previous format,
it's going to be
conference finals.
Conference
right
final date with Vegas is probably on the table next year.
Right now,
I did ban you.
If we just looking ahead, super far ahead. This is irresponsible of me, but we're in the room.
Yeah.
Colorado gets they probably win the Central. Look, they're going to go into the Central next year
as favorites for sure.
Yeah. All right, they're going to be the team to beat. Colorado wins that. They're back to playing one of the 2 wildcard teams from the Pacific or the Central.
Yep.
Let's be honest here. It's going to be the fucking Central. The Pacific is not putting 4 playoff teams in there unless there are massive changes coming to
all
the Pacific
of California
division.
Remembers how to play hockey.
And unless Edmonton, Vancouver, Calgary all take huge steps forward, that's not going to be a competitive division again. So they are going to get in a relatively easier route to conference finals. Colorado's going to have to go through 2 Central teams, but they miss Vegas. There isn't another high-end team there.
Right.
So that was always the big bugaboo about this year's format.
Yeah.
Was that Colorado and Vegas were the 2 best teams and they played each other in the second round.
Yep.
And that sucks for everybody.
Yeah.
This would have been an unbelievable conference final series.
Oh, 100%.
This would have been amazing. This would have been amazing conference final series. And instead for it to be second round, it's a bummer. Because we know what's coming next. We know that Vegas is about to serve Montreal some poutine.
Caleb says, do you think Colorado may build a team this offseason specifically to beat Vegas?
No. Because
when you build a team to specifically beat one team, that's how you screw yourself.
Do you remember when Edmonton did that?
Yep.
Because they couldn't get through Anaheim, and so they said, "We've got to get bigger. We've got to get tougher. We've got to go hard. We got to get mean."
And what happened to that team?
They gave Milan Lucic $1 gajillion, and they went and they tried to get hard, and they didn't even make it back to the postseason.
Yep.
So I would say a lot of people have compared this Avs team to that Chicago team, and I would say you look at how Chicago won those championships. That's the rarity.
Mm-hmm.
They rolled into the postseason, they got beat up once, and then they won the Stanley Cup.
Yep.
And then they were just like, well, that was fun, so let's do that every other year. The better comparable would probably be Tampa Bay.
I agree.
You look at the Hedman-Stamkos pairing.
6-7 years of...
Remember when those guys were drafted?
Yep.
Steven Stamkos, the first pick of 2008.
Dude had a 60-goal
Victor
season.
Hedman picked one pick ahead of Matt Duchene. And it took them until 2020 to win the Cup.
Yep. 12 years later for Stamkos.
So while
in a year where he played 3 minutes.
We're in that exact window for Colorado.
Yeah.
Look, they also mentioned this. Tampa Bay, guess who picked third? 2 picks behind Colorado in 2013. It was Tampa Bay. Like, you have to build. It takes time. They had some high-profile failures. This is the worst. This is the most frustrating failure of Colorado's because they were that team and they didn't break through. They had the talent on hand. They were healthy. They had their only missing piece was Kadri. Look, that's a big piece.
It matters.
It's a big piece. When you lose 2 1-goal games and Nazem Kadri's not out there for any of those 6 games, it's a big piece. But it's not enough. Like there's no free pass. There's no excuse. It's just they just weren't good enough. They just got beat. But moving forward, it's not like they're going anywhere. Yeah. Unless look, Cale Makar never takes another step forward. Unless Devon Taves was a 1-year mirage. I guess now going on a 3-year mirage. Unless Bowen Byram's actually terrible. Unless Nathan McKinnon takes a huge step back. Mikko Rantanen stops being who he's been for 4 straight years. Unless all these things happen, Colorado will be back. There's a lot of reason for optimism, and I know that tonight's not the night for that, but it just...
Next year is going to be fun. I think that's the way to say it. And the year after that, and the year after that.
This is one of the organizations to follow for the next couple of years.
Yep.
It's their window.
I half wrote an article that I didn't publish because I felt like it was jinxing Colorado. Guess
now you
what?
can publish it.
Yeah, well, I trashed it.
Oh, well.
Because I felt so guilty about it. But the NHL is searching.
Yep.
For
the next great ones.
It's rivalry. Crosby, Ovechkin, McDavid, Matthews, now McKinnon. These guys are all out of the postseason.
Yep.
What's left? You have the villain in your defending champs who cheated the system. That's like, and then you have like a really good Vegas team where everybody loves Marc-Andre Fleury, but the rest of the team is like, all right, well, it's a great team. But I don't. The NHL is searching, is what I'm saying. Yeah. They're looking. It's looking for its next rivalry. This might be it for a couple of years. It won't be long term because Vegas doesn't have
gonna fall off a cliff.
Vegas doesn't have. They've already committed to a shitload of 30-year-old money.
Yep.
Yeah. So you want to talk about cup or bust? This has to be it for Vegas. They will never get an easier opponent in the 3rd round of the postseason than they're about to.
Yep.
With this Montreal team, and they earned that by going through Colorado.
Yep.
They had to do it they won the road game that Colorado couldn't.
Yep.
They earned that spot there. But they have dedicated all of their money to right now. And Colorado, look, it's just true. You might not like to hear it. It's just true. They're not going away.
Yep.
Are they going to win the President's Trophy every year? Of course not. Are they going to be as good as they were this year? That's their challenge. But they aren't going anywhere.
Certainly perennial playoff contender status.
Yeah, and even then, do you remember 4 years ago, Tampa Bay missed the postseason entirely?
Yep.
It happens all the time. Do we remember 2015 who picked 1 spot ahead of Colorado? It was fucking San Jose.
Well, and I mean, that's the magic. People forget that the 2017 NHL draft, the Avs were the worst team in the NHL 4 years ago.
Horde.
4 years ago. Horde. All day, Horde. Get out if you're Alliance.
Yeah.
But...
Allie, can you scroll up real quick? Just, no? Keep going? Okay. Oh, okay. All love, man.
You know,
it just sounded salty that people were giving us money.
Yeah.
Okay, a few more. This chat has gotten out of control with some of the spammers.
We do got to wind down a little bit, chat.
We have lots of off-season stuff to get into.
Yeah, so Pete said, "Who are some players you'd pursue?" We'll
great
get to
question
this
for
in
the
other
off-season, right
pods,
there.
for sure.
Yep.
And
we'll
then
cover it.
Jamie Alexiak.
And then our where we got the super chat, that was the 100.
Yes, thank you for your $4.14 American.
So glad that other blog melted down and BSN DNVR rose up.
I don't know what other blog that is, but okay. I guess. I mean, they're still hanging out.
Yeah, MHH apparently reported during the game today that Cale Makar was out of the game, and then
but
45 seconds later was on the ice.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it was like, oh.
We've gotten so many amazing comments. We have people tweeting at us. Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate you. This has been so much fun, but like they've said, we're not going anywhere. We'll be right here.
Can we not take a shot at bipolar people?
Please don't.
I feel that.
Don't be that guy.
Yeah.
We've got people headed out, which, you know what, and thank you for everyone in the comments who was being super nice to me when there was these trolls just being terrible humans.
There are a lot of things that I love in my life, but this job and all of y'all is high on the list. Getting to do what I do and cover the Colorado Avalanche is so... I can't even put it into words. It's unbelievably rewarding getting to talk to all of you, getting to do something that I love, getting to be here right now in this moment. It's incredible. I do love my wife a little bit more than all of you. I do have to say that. And I do get to spend my evenings with her now. So a small silver lining.
I will say that the one thing that goes unnoticed by the masses about what we do is the personal life stuff. Is all over. It's why DNVR is all of our families now.
Straight up.
Because we see these people all the time.
They are family.
I've seen Allie and RK more than I have in the last year during a pandemic than I have seen any person that I am related to in the last 10 years combined.
I mean, Blaze drives, an hour to the bar for every game?
It's like 30, 35 minutes. I drive everywhere, though.
I also feel like Blaze with 4 kids views that as relief.
Free time?
No. He's like, sometimes. No, we were talking about it tonight. You have an oldest child to parent the youngest one now.
Yeah,
they are trained. Yep. So you get to get out of there a little bit.
I will say it's a little bit easier to focus on the games here than it is at home because there's people screaming at me.
I think it's been a lot of fun being at the bar and watching the games with you guys live. Yeah. The watch-alongs are cool. I love our group here. I wanted Evan to come tonight.
Yeah, it would have been awesome.
I didn't want to throw it into the universe, but Evan should be here. He's just as big a part of this.
Amen.
He's a big part of our personality. There aren't enough proper words to genuinely express the gratitude for the fan base that we have, and I would just like everybody. I would say that the Avalanche were a great team this year, and just because they weren't good enough doesn't mean that you should feel the need to shit all over everything that did happen.
Yep.
You know, there were a lot of really, really, really fun nights. Getting to cover this team and watch what this team did. It was a great hockey team that just didn't quite get there.
30 seconds before we were going live, we were reminiscing about walking onto this set with brooms 2 weeks ago.
How that was fun.
That was so fun.
And that's the roller coaster that you ride, you know. And I would caution every Vegas fan that decided that they wanted to talk shit tonight to remember that.
Yep.
You guys were in a Stanley Cup final a couple of years ago, and you guys got your heart ripped out. in front of your own fans. Like, remember that.
Yeah.
There's another side to this, and it's not as much fun.
I gotta say, every time, AJ, that you bring up, like, the Vegas fans who've been trolling or anything, which there has been, but every time you bring it up, there's a really nice Vegas fan, like, right after you say something, being like, I really appreciate your coverage, like, it was fun to watch you guys. Every time tonight, it's just, like, right after, before, like, while you're speaking even. So it's not even like it's a response to you. It just, like, so happened that they're also chiming in at that moment.
But that's not the person you're talking about either.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I've actually really, I had a bunch of Vegas fans follow me, and like DM me and be like, I actually want to start watching the Avs because I like what you guys do. I think it's cool what you guys do.
My Game 5 review had multiple people who are like, I'm a Vegas fan, but this is a really good review. Like, I think you gave Vegas a fair shake, and it's like,
I genuinely hope that we did that throughout the series.
Yeah, honestly.
We view things through an Avs lens, but like Vegas is a great hockey team. Yeah. They deserve to be moving on. This isn't Dallas of last year where it was just some bullshit.
Yep.
They won the games. They earned it. They deserve it. I genuinely, no ill will. I wish them all the best of luck. I hope Ken has the time of his life. I'm gonna send him an Oh Boy shirt just for fun.
Yeah. When you see me wearing a Sin Bin Vegas shirt,
you know
sometime in the coming weeks.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the win in that bet, Ken.
I don't know that we'll have Ken back on because I don't want to reopen Avs wounds right away. I think we'll definitely talk off season.
Yeah.
But hopefully he'll have me over there to talk about the series.
There you go.
If they still want to hear from me.
Yeah.
Joey here said, damn, this low-key sad, no more live pods. Incorrect,
no,
Joey.
We'll be live all off season,
We will be live.
Yeah.
We got a lot more.
I mean, we've got to decide what we want to do for studio shows. We've got to decide. We've got to decide what
there are things to be sorted out.
Yeah. In terms of studio stuff. Blaze, how often you want to be involved in non-post game pods?
Yeah.
We have a whole.
We got some things to figure out.
Yeah, and we really need to get that sticker pack made.
Yeah, where's the couch sticker?
Yeah, Evan gets a couch and Rudo's in jorts, and I'm wearing banana pants.
Oh, the people want the banana pants.
It's not even anything except for a couch, banana pants,
and jorts.
That's what I'm like. We need our
and a bonk.
A bonk, definitely a bonk.
Oh, we gotta
Okay, real quick to these super chats. Vaguely Sober said, thank you guys for the 2020-2021 memories. And Mike said, I'm so happy.
Memory, but yeah.
Whatever. Memories, memory, same thing. Mike said, I'm so happy I took a chance on the podcast with y'all. I'm a regular listener, and honestly, thank you. All of the dedication y'all have is amazing. And then live shows with an audience at the bar. Is a comment from Caleb.
For real, we've heard you. Number one priority this off season is to get audio broadcast in the bar.
Yep, that way we can pod.
Yep.
And you guys in the bar can hear it.
There's there's a spot down there too that has been discussed before too, straight below us.
Yeah.
Oh, that little round. Oh, that would be then everybody. That would be perfect.
No. See, this is that doesn't work. So we'll talk about this later. I know what works and what's not going to work downstairs.
The audio getting into the bar is definitely still amazing. I mean,
Kale and I have really figured out where things are going to work.
Where's Bob?
Bob got banned.
What did Bob have to say?
Man. Yo, Bob, step off.
All I see is people shutting Bob down.
Tell him. Tell Bob. I don't know what he said, but tell him.
Yeah. Man, I like to know what the trolls have to say. It usually fuels
We
me.
were spammed by people who were they kept making new accounts saying mayonnaise. I banned probably like
interesting
30 people who were saying that. Then just a lot of negative people being mean.
Very white individuals.
You're not wrong.
It's not an incorrect take. We are. There's a lot of mayo on this set.
Okay.
True.
I didn't know that would be the last thing we talk about.
I feel like hockey is pretty mayonnaise in general, but you know.
Yes, there will be events at the DNVR bar to get together so we can all hang out this summer. Follow us on Twitter, please.
I told the bar to give us an excuse.
Yep.
I went and talked to the bar before everything was done tonight, before the game finished up, and I said, give us an excuse, and we'll get all the Avs fans back together.
100%.
It doesn't
give
take
us an
much.
excuse.
We'll definitely do things like that.
I don't know what I'm going to do without all this social interaction.
Yeah, it's going to be... I was just getting used to talking to people again.
the chat would like earlier for the show to end the most appropriate way possible.
I got it. You don't have to say the rest.
Okay. And then real quick, give us a thumbs up while you're here. We have
like, subscribe.
Like 500 of you here, and we only have 19 likes on our YouTube. Go give it a like, please.
For real, chat. Just the same way you're going to give us thumbs up, the lady will give you a thumbs up in the bedroom. If you head on over to Manscaped and get the lawnmower 4.0.
Buddy, if that's all it takes, I've been doing something super wrong my whole life. I've been wasting a shitload of effort.
It's not the size of the boat, nor is it the motion of the ocean, all right?
I just hearing a bunch of rhymes now. Are you dropping bars on me?
It's the style of the sail.
Sure, that works. There you go. Blaze knows what I'm talking about. All right. Yeah, Manscaped. Do that.
I like it's the scape of the man.
It's the shape of the bay.
We had Shelby Harris on the Broncos show today for any Broncos fans.
Yeah, check that out.
That was really cool, but they were doing a Manscaped read, and we had some Avs fans in the comments there saying bonk, bonk, bonk. But he thought that it was a real lawnmower, and he was like, Zach, why are you trying to like tell dads to get like a lawnmower for Father's Day? That's so weird. Like, what crops are you trying to preserve? And then he was like, okay. Very, very funny. Definitely recommend listening to that.
Look, dads know.
I think I watched that podcast, and it did take place downstairs in the bar.
Yeah.
Yes, but not in the circle booth. I told you there's a lot of places downstairs, not in that circle booth right underneath us.
All right.
Don't test me, Blaze.
Look, I feel like
I already had it in the chat.
I feel like the
Do I have to
circle
walk
thing.
off the set?
The circle thing only enhances the cult feel to it.
It's
So we need to just be sitting at a table.
bunch
I
of
like
candles lit.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying, dude. We don't. We're gonna go downstairs and ascend as one.
Oh, God.
Woo-hoo. McKinnon.
Yeah, right. Oh Lord.
Robes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's turn all of our attention to Aaron Rodgers now.
Yep. It's been, and the Nuggets for at least 2 more games. Anyway, we've been live for almost an hour and a half. Honestly, I know we have a little graphic here or something, but we cannot put into words how much it means that all of you are here, all of you that have been here.
Still here after all this.
The last year has been legitimately life-changing, not just for me, but for DNVR as a whole. The growth that we've experienced, and we owe it all to all of you people.
Absolutely.
We wouldn't be here without you guys and girls. It's I don't know what to say. I legitimately don't know what to say. Y'all are unbelievable people, and we're blessed to do this every single day in front of all of you. So thank you so much for everything, and we'll be back very soon with post-game coverage or off-season coverage or everything you can imagine under the sun about the Avalanche and all of our other beats covering the sports that they do. But I'm trying not to cry. I'm sorry. I just know that we're so unbelievably thankful for you guys, and we can't wait to do this every single day.
Aww.
That comment. So when I sent out the tweet with the post game pod
Yeah.
link, I hesitated because I was like, that means
This is the
done.
last one of these that you get to do.
I was like, this is really over. And then I called games 5 and 6 fun, and people got mad at me because they're like, I don't find this very fun. And I'm like, those were great hockey
They were
games.
awesome games. They were awesome
Give
games.
it a little time, and you'll look back on it fondly.
Yeah, we're gonna. I don't know that tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think tomorrow's very much a we'll see.
Yeah, we'll have something for you weekend or Monday or whatever.
I would love to do a show and then just pretend that this didn't
just
happen.
100% ignore this.
Free Skate Friday. I found a lot of things on eBay.
There you go.
Again. But
All
no,
right.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we're doing. I just want to get off air so I can go have a drink.
We're gonna go have a drink. If you're in the bar, the one of you that might still be here, we'll say hi. Anyway, yeah. I don't have anything else to say. I feel like I've done my best to explain my emotions. Chat, we love you. We'll see you very, very soon. You know we're always here. You can always DM us if you have something to say. So that's it. That's it for this season. Thank you again, and we will talk to you guys
was unnecessary.
Whenever we're live. Big sad.
AJ.